I think a lot of people are excited about the Habs because of what happened last year. Last year, the Montreal Canadiens surprised everybody by making the playoffs. They were going to be in the mix, but they were actually officially in the playoffs, competing all the way, 82 games, a fun-filled season. And the Canadians fans are expecting that and more. So you made the playoffs last year, and now you have to win in the playoffs. There's progression that you've seen year in and year out with the Canadians. Now it's time to start winning on a consistent basis. Well, one is health. If they're healthy, any NHL team that is healthy will be able to compete all the way to the end. The other factor is Demidov. What kind of season will he have as a rookie coming in? Can he make an impact like Lane Hudson made an impact? Lane Hudson, as a rookie, came up and had 66 points. Can you get 66 points from a 19-year-old forward that's only played a handful of games in the National Hockey League? Or can you get more, or will it be less? That's one factor. And special teams. Special teams are going to be a big factor with Demidov, with Laine, with Caulfield, with the acquisition of Noah Dobson. The power plays could be producing more points for the Canadians. So that will help with their consistency. If they're just scoring one extra goal a game, that goes a long, long way in the standings. I think that the question mark about the second line center is still there. Right now, they have one line where they're going to share it between Newhook and Kapanen. How long is that going to last? Kirby Doc's healthy, but what version of Kirby Doc are the Canadians going to get? Is it the Kirby Doc that they acquired that they wanted to see, or is it the Kirby Doc that takes his time, has been battling injuries, and hasn't found his stride just yet? So if the Canadians start the season and they don't have the depth down the middle that they want, they may have to go and do something about it. That is still out there. The other thing that is a positive and a negative with the Canadians, young teams don't usually win in the National Hockey League. The Canadians are the youngest team out of 32, under 26 years old average age. However, being a young team that had success last year, you think that there's so much room to grow. So it's a plus and a minus being so young. Sometimes you're just naive and you just go out there and play, but sometimes the inexperience kicks in. Prediction for the Canadians, I have them in the playoffs. I think that they could be a top three team in their division. The division's changed. The Atlantic division has changed. Florida is banged up. However, Florida is championship caliber. They get in the playoffs, they could finish in eighth and still win the Stanley Cup. Toronto has gone through some changes. Marner's left. They haven't really added anything like Mitch Marner. Tampa Bay is going to be a tough team. They're going to be a tough out. Ottawa's better as well. Detroit and Buffalo, they're probably on the outside looking in, but I have the Canadians as a top three team in their division.